So, you want to know what are the best perks, best weapons, just an overall best build for you to be able to wreck cults in the PvP mode of Deathloop. Now, I've managed to get to max rank in this PvP mode, and if you guys are wondering what is the max rank, well, it's level 50, and past 50 you don't really rank up anymore, but you still get scores. So once you hit 50 you get the infinite like symbol, and then you just don't get anything, just literally score, that's all you get at the end. But you do unlock a ton of weapons, a ton of perks, and a bunch of cool stuff, and also skins. But because I've managed to hit rank 50 and I had some time to play with all of the weapons, I have created the most overpowered build in the game. I'm going to show you how you can kill Colt within seconds. He will not stand a chance. You're even going to be able to freaking spawn trap him. It's so overpowered. Not only that, but I'm also going to show you how to become invincible. That's right, you guys are going to be taking no damage. Colt will not harm you. He will die instantly. He will be confused, he'll be scared, and he'll be running. And guys, just because I hit level 50 does not mean that you have to be level 50 to be able to run this build to slay Colt. You can be level 25 or below. Just depends on how lucky you guys are with the random loot, because I believe the loot in this game is kind of random. So if you guys get these perks and these weapons early on in the game, you guys are going to be blessed. Like I said, I was level 25 when I got my build, and since then I haven't changed anything. So that's how overpowered it is. But now let's head over to my build and let me show you guys what guns I'm running. And now firstly, the variant of the weapon does not matter. If you guys can get the same perks as I have, you guys are blessed. If you don't have the yellow or legendary status of this weapon, if you have a purple, you can run now, as long as you guys have the actual effect. And the effect of the weapon usually shown below the name of it. So as you guys can see here, we have the constancy automatic, and right below it says the perk feedback loop, and that's the perk you guys are trying to find for this weapon. So you want to get yourself an automatic pistol with the feedback loop perk. Now the perk itself, what it does is basically if you keep shooting on an enemy, it will stack the damage, allowing you to do a bit more damage at the end if you constantly spray that one enemy. In regards to trinkets, now for this gun I have one perk which is actually on all three of my guns, being big box. This basically allows you to start with more ammo when you load into a game. The second one, mobility marksman, again very useful because when you're trying to dodge shots, this perk allows you to actually move faster when you're swerving left and right. So put this perk on. If you guys get into a gunfight, you can just swerve left and right to avoid getting shot. Now the final one is Mind Leech. Now this one's very useful because once you shoot an enemy, specifically Colt, you guys are going to be able to drain his power, and he won't be regaining power that quickly, therefore he won't be able to use his abilities. Moving on to the next weapon, we have the LMG, or the light machine gun, whatever you want to call it. I have the MG1, but again you can use any of the light machine guns as long as it has the open wound perk, because this perk is basically going to do damage over time when you start shooting Colt. In regards to the trinkets, the first one you have light striker. Now this one's very useful because it gives full damage to the weapon no matter how far the enemy is. So usually when the enemy is far away, the damage has drop off, so basically gives less damage. But with this perk you're able to actually do full damage even if the enemy is really far away from you. Next we have big box. Again, I run this perk on every single weapon because I want to have as much ammo as possible. And the final one, we have stopping power. Now this perk is very useful because it basically slows down the health regen of Colt when you shoot him, so basically prevents him from regenerating health if he has a health regen perk on, so slows it down basically and gives you more time to shoot him. But now let's go over the most overpowered weapon in this game, being the hand cannon, the revolver, whatever you want to call it. I have the 4-pounder, but I believe there's a bunch of different names for them. Guys, this weapon is such a killer. You can kill Colt with this gun with 3 shots. Because it's a hand cannon, the damage on it is insane. And if you can get yourself the toxic haze, that perk, guys, on this weapon is insanely broken. Basically, whenever you shoot Colt, there's going to be a puff of like toxic gas which poisons him, allowing you to kill him incredibly quick. You can literally kill him within like 2 shots with this gun. It's so overpowered. And if you guys want to go the extra mile and make this gun the most deadliest weapon in the game, you want to put on light striker. Guys, this perk basically, again, like I said before, what it does is no matter how far the enemy is, there isn't any damage drop off. So he can be across the map, and the revolver, it is such a hard hitter. He will die so quickly, so no matter how far he's from you, this perk will make this gun even more better. Mobility marksman, again, is very useful because you can swerve left and right. And of course a big box, and I feel like this weapon must have a big box because default I think there's like a handful of bullets on it, and even with big box I run out of ammo with this weapon. So you definitely want to put on this perk on because you want to have as much ammo for this gun as possible. But now moving on to regular perks, what I tend to focus on is health regeneration and being able to take a punch. So the perks I run is Never Say Die. This perk gives you more health. Then we have Swift Stitch, basically regenerates your health faster. we have double jump, and then the final one we have turtle shell, which just allows you to take a lot more damage and makes you more resistant to weapon damage. But now let's go over ability. So the only one you're going to be using for this build is Havoc, guys. This ability is insanely overpowered. This is how you're actually able to become invincible. Once you turn on Havoc, when you come against Colt, he will not be able to do any damage to you. As long as this ability is active, he will not do any damage, which is insane. Now if you guys want to make it even more overpowered, you want to put on these 2 upgrades. They will basically make this perk even better. And if you guys are wondering what do I run second, well, that's up to you, because it does not matter. Whatever you want to put there, you can, because you're only going to be running Havoc. Whenever you are faced with Colt, bang, pop Havoc. You guys are going to be invincible and you can kill him incredibly quick. But now you guys are probably seeing from the gameplay that I'm weirdly like quick aiming at the enemy, and there is a method to this. Now this isn't cheating, this isn't exploiting, this is taking advantage of aim assist on this game. Now if you go to settings in your game, you're just going to be able to see auto aim mode. You're going to be able to pick different modes. The one you want to pick is friction plus iron sight snap. Now this will basically allow you to quickly snap onto enemies. So if you just aim in towards an enemy and quickly start tapping the aim button, it's going to lock your aim at the enemy and constantly follow them. So if you just spam it, you're going to be able to sort of have like an aimbot. Now this works both ways. If you're playing as Colt and you get invaded, you can do the same thing, start spamming the aim button, and you're going to be able to quickly aim your sight at the target, allowing you to kill them quicker. And also if you're playing as Colt, you can do this at regular enemies. It just makes it easier. So it's not cheating, this works both ways, but it's just a really neat little trick that allows you to be able to be very precise with your bullets. But that is going to be all for this video. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them and give you guys advice if you want some. But just have a phenomenal day. Hope to see you in my next video, and peace out.